Hello everyone, welcome back to another character showcase. It's been a while. We're on the pre-patch for War Within. I haven't really been playing Dragonflight too much, so I just kind of got back into the War Within pre-patch, got all my guys up to 70. But most importantly, I've been trying out a lot of the mop remix and getting those guys up as well. So new showcase as well as new character selection screen, which is going to be kind of insane. You get to see a little bit more of the characters here. So there's some familiar faces. I've got my paladin, demon hunter, and my warrior. We've also got this new guy right here. He's my undead death knight. His name is Dutchman, and as you can see, he's kind of like decorated as small, as a drowned sailor. Don't look at his pants; those are not transmogs. But yeah. So going into War Within, just some backstory. Driscoll is my heroic mythic raider that I had back in BFA. Same thing with Aaron, and Randall here. His name used to be my name, Logan. On Area 52. He's my first character I ever got up to max level back in Warlords of Draenor. Whenever I actually got this account right at the end of MoP, going into Warlords. So I got all my main characters I'm probably gonna be playing up here. As you can see, you got the Retribution Paladin, Havoc, Arms, which I would probably honestly be playing some prot with him, and then Holy/Death DK. Going into the other characters. You've got my Evoker, Scaleborn, and I usually like to try to give them kind of cooler names. And I like to give them like their own kind of backstories as well. So you got this cool guy. My first kind of like real attempt at trying out Evoker. Really not the class for me. It's kind of caster male wearing class, but still cool nonetheless. And we got my mop remix guys, Molu Grim, not the best of names to be honest, but really cool transmog, kind of going in with the monk mop remix class set. It goes really well with the orc heritage armor. This goes well with this in the white here, of course. There is better boots for these, but I do not have them at the moment, so hopefully I'll get those at some other point. Here, we've got Valriand. With Mob Remix, I was really trying to go for different class and race combos, so Worgen is not necessarily something I'd ever really try. Specifically for the transmog options, they don't really look the best. I might try a little something here, but this is definitely not my best attempts. Your Storm Antler. This guy is currently not transmog, as you can tell, but I've always wanted a High Mountain Torrent, so this was kind of my my excuse to go for one. You got Drekthak, one of many Drekthaks that are somewhere in here. I've actually gotten really well at deleting all of my characters, because after they kind of got grouped up in here, and I was like, I started organizing them by level, like I usually do when I'm on the old realm selection list. I realized of how many just useless characters that I'm not gonna ever really need. So yeah, but really cool. Whenever I'm feeling like playing Orc Warrior, this is definitely my go-to. He's got the upgraded Gore Howl. So glad Blizzard finally gave us this appearance. It really had. It's been in the game actually since Warlords of Draenor got cut content. It was supposed to be a legendary, so I mean at least we finally got it, and it looks super sick with the Grom Hellscream looking orc. Here's Aethelon. I've had this guy I think since about BFA-ish, but I leveled him up through Shadowlands. He's kind of been stuck at 60 cents. Nothing really too interesting with him. Thoramar. Really just leveled this guy because I wanted the heritage armor. But he just looks absolutely badass, especially with the hidden appearance for the Arms Warrior here, the Arcanite Reaper. Absolutely fucking awesome. We've got Thalavon, another Death Knight. Nothing too special with him. You'll see a lot of different race and class combos, just because I like to, you know, change it up. Play as different races and factions, just so you know it doesn't get super stale. I did a gear upgrade for this guy, obviously, but this was one of my character boosts for, I believe it was BFA. I used my 120 boost with him. That's why he's been stuck at 50. And then whenever Shadowlands was a thing, I got him to 53 and then kind of like gave up. Because man, was Shadowlands absolutely terrible with leveling. That it was compared to Battle for Azeroth. I know there's a lot of hate for Battle for Azeroth, but at least there was choices and the things you did. And I know that was also a thing afterwards once you complete the actual campaign. But still, there was just something about Shadowlands I just could not stand. I don't think I really like the theme, the whole like ethereal type whatever. So going on, we got Sealander. He's my first kind of druid I really got into. I got him to level 120 before they squish the levels. So that's why if you see a bunch of level 50s, they used to be level 120. Level 45 was 110. So a lot of this is before the level squish, so I have a lot of time into these guys. Cold Tyrants are not my absolutely favorite race. However, like it is absolutely, I'm in love with their druid forms. So that's why I have this. I've tried druid a few other times, like with like Night Elves, but this is also before you could actually customize your cat forms. And I just thought they looked a little too just like girly, or just too weird. So this was like the perfect opportunity for me to do it. Plus their heritage armor, I mean, just it's pretty fucking badass. Got the whole fucking sea vibe, awesome. Here's Lufar. Another one of my old characters. Honestly, I'm just kind of keeping him around just because, and obviously he's got the heritage armor there. Really fucking awesome. I know it's like my total weirdness with the game. I guess my role player aspect of it, but I like to age of my characters as they go along. So I've had this character for about 10 years. So this is actually about the 10-year anniversary of this account, probably. Early 2013, late 2014, and the same reason why Randuil here. If you go look at previous videos where like the ones from 2015, he looks super young and whatnot, but it's been 10 years, so I've given him some age. So I did the same thing with Lufar. I've got some old clips and videos on my channel of him leveling up, going through Warlords of Draenor, and yeah, he's been kind of stuck here. He was at level 40 for a while, because that is the level 100 equivalent of squishing. And I got him to level 50 just so I could get the heritage armor, because, come on, it looks pretty cool. But if you didn't know, you can actually get the heritage armor if you just make a class boost, which is exactly what I have this, this troll hunter here for. So, if you didn't know that, that's also how I got the Orc heritage armor and the Gnome heritage armor. So, pretty neat. I've got a Thralian. I think it was another one of my boosts. Or maybe it wasn't. I can't exactly remember. I do remember having this character though, and it was mostly around BFA because fire mages were absolutely cracked with the corruption system. I don't know how many of you guys actually remember or rated during BFA, but that's like BFA. I'm gonna refer to that a lot because that's the real like only time, because it was COVID, where I absolutely like went all in with World of Warcraft and got into like high-end mythic ratings because I had so much time, and they were just so cracked that it made me want to play a caster. And you can see I'm mostly a melee type of guy. So you've got Mythomir, whatever. I made this guy on a different realm just because I thought I was gonna transfer there. I believe he's on Storm Rage. Yeah, he's on Storm Rage. I leveled him up because the guild that I was raiding with my Demon Hunter, they realm transferred over to Storm Rage because Wormrust Cord was just not it for the raiding scene. So we were trying to get a little bit more serious, go cutting edge mythic raiding. So instead of transferring my characters, I decided I was gonna completely remake. So he's got the gear catch up, because I don't know if you guys also know this. If you don't play a character for like oh yeah, gear update right here. So if you don't play them for enough of the time, it'll give you a gear update. You've got Velaram. He's my kind of go-to name for any like Draenei character. I leveled him up during the end of Legion, just for the the really cool heritage armor. Also, he's got the sword and armaments from the, I believe it was Argus, the Argus achievements. Really, really cool. And he's level 45 from the level squish as well. Arthelus. This was my main guy during Legion. He's also an Emerald Dream. It's where my family, my dad, was mostly playing on. It was an RP PvP realm, so I did a lot of PvP with this guy. But I've clearly left him back in Legion, and he's got the set for it as well. Another Drekthak. This time he's on Agrimar. Don't really remember exactly why, but he did used to be a Tauren. I think I wanted a Racian because I was tired of looking at a Tauren. I don't know, they're just not visually appealing as an orc. I know that sounds weird, but I think it was mostly just because of transmog reasons. So he's just there. We've got another time walking, or not time walking, mop remix character, Blight Flame. He's a warlock, and I chose a lot of classes I wouldn't normally play for the mop remix just because of the accelerated leveling. I'm playing him with my brother and dad, so we're currently in the Crossring Wilds, but really cool transmog I got with him. He's got pieces of the undead heritage armor, along with the pieces, the staff and helmet of the class things that you get at the end of Mop Remix, the class set. And then he's got the mop, I think this is Throne of Thunder gear, the shoulders and robe here. But I think it goes along pretty well with the orbs and the shoulders, and as well as in here. And then the red hues and just green and red undertones, or whatever it's called. I'm trying to sound professional here, sorry. Next, we've got my first actual character on this account. I boosted him back in Miss Pandaria. I got carried through Siege of Orgrimmar. And he was my first level 100, but I didn't really count him because he was a boosted character. He got level 41, but obviously haven't really touched him since. He is still in my dad's old vanilla guild on Area 52, Conclave of Sin. They don't really do any more raiding, but they used to be doing high tier raiding. I guess you don't really consider anything high tier Black and Classic, but they're a raiding guild. We got Calistath. I'm gonna kind of skip over some of these lower ones. They don't have too much of a story. Just playing with friends. These ones were right before the level squish. I made them on different realms in case I wanted to transfer over to them. Because back then, Demon Hunters was started at level 98. So with the level squish, they're at level 39. And yeah, that's the reason why these guys are here. I'll probably eventually just delete them. They're also still in the Shattered Abyss. I did not move forward with them really at all. We got Randuil, another Randuil. He's a Moonguard though. I know what you're thinking, Moonguard, but like, hear me out. This is whenever I was a main Alliance player on Area 52. And Area 52 is like a 99% horde population realm. So this is back in like 2014 or like 2016-ish. So I thought I was gonna move over to Moonguard because it's a mainly Alliance realm. So that was my attempt. But I got him to like a brown level 70 before the level squish, and that was about it. We've got another just a mop remix guy. Another attempt at a mage, just couldn't make it. This was another attempt at a monk, and don't really play monks, but I was really enjoying my time with the mop remix monk. It was a lot of fun to kind of like just like be super overpowered and fast and dashing everywhere. So this is gonna be my attempt at a priest. I'm having to like a level 20 in the map remix. We'll see how far that goes. Thormir, another, I was leveling this guy through BFA because I thought we were realm changing to Storm Rage. Get some more just alts that I wanted to kind of play and try out throughout the years, as you can see. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but there's always been something super appealing about gnomes, but I've never been able to fully commit to one. So that's like my only gnome on the entire account. I could just never get past it. Made this guy with a friend because he was trying out WoW. I've got some more, like, these guys are on like the different realms. I was gonna like level up at some point. Promise. Oh, this is actually the only low level that's got some lore to it. So back when I was about 15, I decided to do the Iron Man challenge back in Warlords of Draenor, and that's why his name is Iron Warlord, and he's stuck here. If you want to see those videos, absolutely terrible, but it's on my other channel. I'll put a link in the description. And then we've got another kind of like more people that I decided I was gonna level at some time, and I've still got my level 60 boost from Dragonflight and level 70 boost from War Within. So that's about all my characters. I'll see you guys in another 2 years, when probably about the end of War Within, or maybe midway through. I appreciate you guys all watching. This is about we've been doing these characters showcases for about 11 years now. So thank you guys. Peace.